hello. Great, beautiful, blessed Wednesday afternoon. Evening, I guess. It's 4:30 p.m. here in Georgia. Um, Great afternoon. My name is Tennille. I help women who've been diagnosed with lupus or other autoimmune disease go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. And hi, it's Lupus Awareness Month. Hi. Um, I should be streaming on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So holler at a player if you see me at any of those places. I would love to see your comments. So every day of Lupus Awareness Month, May, we are doing a short podcast that is going to give you a fact, some insight, something to keep you in the loop of awareness of lupus. So today we're going to talk about lupus or autoimmune disease and diet, which is one of my favorites to talk about, if I'm being very honest. I do have a degree in nutrition and I love talking about the foods, okay? I left the traditional working world as a dietetic technician, and that's basically I was working in a like assisted living / rehab place. You'd get a surgery, and then you would stay there for a while, and we'd feed you. Or like if you were older, you would be a long-term stay. And what I basically did, I would go do the intake, get the diet orders, do the paperwork, send it to the dietitian. The dietitian would look it over and get it signed off by the doctor, and then implementation. So I worked in the diet office with, all the other people who made the food and organized who got what and that kind of thing. But I got to speak to the patients probably the most, and I loved that. I loved the patients. Didn't love the work environment, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm telling you this to let you know that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to food and how it can help heal or harm. Okay, so my first instance that I noticed that food really can feel like make you feel a certain way is when I had my first major flare up. I went a long time without eating. So I was basically eating Pedialyte popsicles in order to sustain myself because everything I would try to intake would come back up, including water. So I could do ice chips and Pedialyte popsicles, and that's it. Nothing else would stay down. And that was months and months. My rheumatologist in my primary care threatened me if I didn't start eating food, find a way to keep something else down, that they were going to just tube feed me. And I was terrified. And by the time I got to the point that I could eat solid food, the first food that I had was a strawberry. And when I had that strawberry, I felt like I could taste it through every molecule of my body. I could taste every seed. It felt amazing to actually swallow it, and I felt like I could feel it going through my whole body. And that was the moment that I switched my major from music to food in college. So I'll never forget that moment. I don't know. It felt like when a cartoon is angry or something, and they have like smoke coming out of their ears and like floating, and like that's how I felt. But it was like strawberries. Like it was like strawberries. My whole body. I felt like, oh my gosh, I can feel this food. So with all the research I did, I thought, I was like, school is going to be fun. I'm just going to sit around and talk about food for a long time. And surprise, there's a lot of science. I love science. Don't love math. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. But that's how my brain works. So yes, it was really cool to learn about food and learn how to make food properly and the food rules. At that time, I wasn't vegan yet either. So, I learned a lot of the proper ways to make traditional omnivorous food. Being vegan for 9 years, God has blessed me with the chance to never have to touch raw chicken again, because that was nasty. I digress. Dynamic sensations. Hey, Moana. So, uh, the point that I'm making with this is that change your diet, change your life. How you eat contributes to every part of your healing or how much you are harming your body. You do not put, you know, dollar gas in a Bentley. You only put the proper high, what is it, octane? I don't know, high level gas into high level products. So treat yourself as such. I don't like, I eat junk food when like sometimes, and then I know that if I do it for too long, I will feel it. I was away for the weekend and I kind of just was eating fun, whatever, like, but I felt it. Like I got home and I was like, oh no, I need greens. Like I need water. I need all the things. I'm a gallon a day girly. That I did 75 hard twice, and I just kind of I've always been a water drinker, so now I sort of drink out of my gallon every day. Um, and hydration is key. There are some things like water soluble vitamins that don't absorb in your body if you do not have the proper amount of water in your body. Okay, your body is already 71%, 71% water. So like you need to replenish that all the time. You are microscopically sweating all the time. You are speaking, and your mouth is getting dry. There's cold air, hot air, just like circulating all through your body all the time. It needs to be replenished with water. So drinking the proper amount of water and then finding the diet that makes you feel the best is what you need to do, in my opinion. Me, I've been vegan for 9 years, but other alternative diets that support autoimmune diseases are a whole food plant based. So mostly anti-inflammatory and gut friendly veggies, legumes, grains, fruits, uh, the AIP autoimmune protocol, which is an elimination diet that removes common inflammatory triggers like gluten, dairy, nightshades, and reintroduces them slowly so you can figure out your triggers. Gluten free. Um, some people have lupus and Hashimoto's, and Hashimoto specifically is very easy to not easy. It's very commonly uh, reduce the with uh, getting rid of gluten. It lessens inflammation and brain fog. Mediterranean diet, rich in omega 3s, leafy greens, olive oil, fresh produce, and whatever kind of omega, like the fish and that kind of stuff, is how they get it usually. It lessens the joint pain again, and it's praised for the heart and immune system health. Low histamine, low in oxalate. I know a lot of people don't know about that. Low histamine, um, it's for people with lupus that have like flares that are tied to chemical compound in food. So like you have to Google low oxalate, low histamine foods. There's a brand that my friend used to get that like has everything is low oxalate and low histamine. So then she didn't have to think about it when she was getting. I'll put it in the comments. Uh, and just anti-inflammatory foods that are vegan that I particularly make sure I get a lot of in my diet. Leafy greens. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. I'm a hoe for some kale. Okay, like kale, we go together real bad. Kale, spinach, arugula, um, uh, cabbage, like the dark leafy greens, the cruciferous vegetables, we go together real bad. Okay, berries. Like I said, strawberries, still obsessed. Blueberries, blackberries. I get them frozen so then I don't have to worry about if they're going bad or whatever. It is the season. Tis the season for strawberries. So I will be all in the strawberry season right now. Turmeric and ginger every single day. Turmeric and ginger, okay? I put it in my coffee. I make pills and take it. I think personally that that's the reason why I'm not on blood thinners anymore. Is because my blood is thinned from the foods that I eat. So, and I pay attention. If I go days without it, I notice. I can feel it. So, um, hi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, so I do avocados, sweet potatoes, chia seeds, flax seeds, omega 3s, baby, omega 3s, walnuts, almonds, specifically chia seeds, flax seeds. Include in my diet every single day. Extra virgin olive oil, I do when there's a need, right? I'm going to do avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil. If I can avoid oil, I do that because when I am eating fun foods, they're usually some kind of deep fry something. I love a French fry or something. So like if I can avoid oil, unless it's chia, flax, or like walnut or almond, avocado, then I will do that. Green tea. Lately, I've been drinking green tea and peppermint, like fresh from our garden, every morning and night. I don't know why it became a ritual, but it's a ritual right now, and I love it. Quinoa, lentils, chickpeas. Okay, build a bowl on. Okay, a veggie, a a grain or protein type of situation. All of that. Quinoa, lentils, chickpeas every day. Okay, I make bread out of quinoa, not bread, but like flatbreads, like a tortilla type situation. Or lentils also can do that. Like lentils are so easy to make into everything. They're so easy. Chickpeas too. Give me a chickpea salad. Give me like all the things, like chickpea tuna, all the things. Mushrooms. I'm really just now getting into mushrooms because they freak me out a little bit. I'm afraid that I'm like not cooking it correctly. It's a fungus. I don't want to accidentally die. I don't know. So those are my suggestions for the foods that I eat. Just know that the better you eat, the better you take care of what you're putting in your body, the better your body's going to function. The better the medications that you take are going to function. And I would never suggest everyone to do the things that I did, but I did do a 30-day green juice fast in order to put myself into remission for the first time. And that just worked for me. And when I do re-ups of like 60-day, 30-day raw foods that I just, I follow Dr. Goodness, what is her name? Oh my gosh, I talk about her all the time. Dr. Well, she wrote Goodbye Autoimmune Disease. Brooke Goldner, that's her name. Brooke Goldner. Dr. Brooke Goldner. I follow her method of eating for she healed herself from lupus. She has been lupus completely free for like I want to say like 15 years, something like that. I follow her on all her social media. I bother her all the time. It's great. I just want you to realize that you have so much more control than you have been noticing or realizing. Even if you're going to stay on your medication, it will always work better the better that you eat, the better that you hydrate, the better that you sleep. Pray for me on that one, y'all. The sleep part, that's something I need to work on forever. But yes, I want you to just realize that today could be your first day of eating the way that your body likes in order for it to function properly. You have a choice. Every mouthful is a choice. If you eat crazy today, which I might, because I'm going to go to my vegan function and like I make no promises. The next meal can be something better for me, and my body will appreciate it. I always can feel it. Like you never know how bad you were feeling until you feel good for the first time. And let me tell you, I was feeling so like icky, sluggish, yucky. Not regular fatigue, just like heavy from the food. And it doesn't matter about weight. Like I've lost and gained and lost and gained. Not even lost. I'm not losing weight. I'm not going to find it. When you lose something, you go to find it. I'm not finding that. I don't want it. I'm releasing the weight and have been every size, medication and not being able to move, all the things, right? Weight is very fluid. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way that you feel will transform by the way that you eat. And it is something to think about. I know it's very counterintuitive if you are feeling terrible to want to eat properly. And to that, I just say, sucks. You just got to do it. You just get to choose to love to decide the way that you feel. It's not up to lupus to decide. It's you. You give it all of the ammo to make you feel your best. And maybe one day we're going to have so many cures that this is not going to matter. And you can eat Cheetos all day. But for right now, treat yourself amazing. It's about to be, it's warm now here in Georgia. Eat all the fresh fruit and all the fresh vegetables while it's available. Um, Maybe would you like what I eat in a day? I haven't done one in a really long time. I did one on TikTok a long time ago. Maybe I'll do some of those so you can see how a vegan loopy eats to feel her best. I'll throw in some of the days that I eat trash because I know I don't want to make people feel bad. I do eat trash occasionally. Um, so yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Somebody remind me that I want to show you guys what I eat. So I'm not, so you have some examples. Never eat exactly like anybody because everyone's body is different, but I will extend that invitation into my world of what I eat. But anyway, this was a great day 14, May 14 of Lupus Awareness Month. And like, we're only getting better. I'm so proud of us. We've done it every day, 14 days. Tomorrow's the 15th. So I'll see you tomorrow. Stay happily healed. Thank you for being here. Bye.